A flash of movement to your right. A person with the face of a spider lunges at you from a nearby canopy. Roll initiative.
An Ettercap is somewhat humanoid-shaped, with 2 arms and 2 legs, 2 claws on each. Its belly is bloated like an abdomen, and its face is... well, you can imagine how horrifying that is. They hate both forests and fae, but they love their children, whether those be Ettercaps or actual spiders. Thank you to Yare Tyro for the monster suggestion for this video. If you want your favorite obscure monster to be featured in the next Monster Dive, let me know in the comments and I'll take a look. Ettercaps don't have a language listed for them in their stat block, but they do have an intelligence of 7, which is required to be literate. So you might add Common or another language to add variance to what you can use an Ettercap for in your game. The monster manual says that they despise fae creatures, so maybe that means they can speak Elvish, Sylvan, or even Druidic. They'll also speak with some sort of clicking sound, or they might take to emphasizing the hard consonants in their speech. Maybe one of the Ettercaps in your world is actually an assassin that hires himself out for jobs. It could have been sent after the party, or even better, comes to the party asking for work. Given its face is that of a spider, it would probably never actually show itself to its clients. A clicking voice might come out of the shadows, offering assistance if the party needs someone removed. Maybe an Ettercap in your world is a spider breeder and sells spiders as pets and familiars. It could have a giant spider as a beast companion, especially if it has any levels in Ranger or Druid. Just in case you don't want to give it a language, there are still plenty of other options for ways to use this creature in your game. Maybe a mad wizard is improving the Ettercaps in the surrounding region, or maybe the wizard is creating them for the first time in your world. Maybe Ettercaps used to be humanoids that have befallen some sort of arachnid curse. If your party is traveling in the Underdark, maybe they hear about a portal that has opened to lost demon web pits, a layer of the abyss where there are only spiders and webs, and Ettercaps have been flooding out of that opening. This would cause some serious problems for any Dwergar or Drow settlements nearby. In combat, Ettercaps are actually a great way to introduce a low-level party to how swarms work. Its web ability could pin larger prey in place, while its children swarm all over it and begin to drain it of its blood. Ettercaps would also be fantastic in a horror setting, like pretty much anything spider-related. If you do this, though, make sure to check with your players' phobias first. If anybody is actually terrified of spiders, that would be a little bit awkward if that came up for the first time in the campaign. You want to make sure all of your players feel safe and secure at the table, even if it is a horror setting. Last time I used Ettercaps, they were led by a Drider that was wielding a Wand of Wonder. The Ettercaps themselves were a bit lackluster in this combat, unfortunately, because they were going up against a level 7 party, and for a CR2 monster, they were, not that effective. Again, partly my fault because I only had 2 of them, but going up against the Drider, 5 swarms, and 2 Ettercaps was about balanced, I think, especially since one of the players actually dropped to 0 hit points. But that was nothing compared to what they did to the Ettercaps. One of them got in melee and died almost immediately, and the other one spent the entire combat hiding in the canopy, waiting for its web ability to recharge. I'm guessing you can probably use Ettercaps better than I did. What kind of Ettercap are you going to throw at your party? Let me know in the comments. I'm actually really curious to see which of these you think are cool. If you liked this video and you want to see more, check out my Monster Dive playlist. And remember, everything is going to be okay.